Hello, everyone. This is your host, Avira Windsor here, and I'm brought with my other co-host.
Hi, my name is Gio Astor, and welcome to the second episode of the Whispering Woods podcast.
Yay!
All right, I'm gonna start off with a small announcement real quick, just to get it out of the way before we start with the actual foundation of what the episode will be about.
Uh-huh.
I want to announce that I'm sick, so my diction and pronunciation of words will be a lot worse than it normally is. So, just forewarning for whoever decides to watch.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay,
Anywho,
Vera,
I'll,
you and
I'll...
your weird noises lead us into the into the what's going on.
Okay, so for this episode today, we'll be getting into some game lore, some theories, and basically just talk about a horror game. And that horror game today is Slender the Arrival. And a quick note before we get into the full game, we do not own this game, so some details may be wrong. All characters belong to the rightful owner or owners. And we'll also get into the place, so we can kind of have a set mindset on where we are in this story. So we are in Oakside, which is a fictional place of where the story begins. And so here's some plot as well. The main character we play is named Lauren, and she is friends with a girl named Kate. Her move out of her childhood house from one of the letters that we will come across. That's letter number 3. Anywho, we'll start into some trivia right now.
Oh my god, we're already on trivia?
Yeah.
What?
Question number 1. What is the name of the character we play as?
Lauren!
Correct. Why is Lauren going
Alright,
to...
before you go to the second question,
Yeah.
since we've done like 6 takes of this so far, I'd like to announce that I have not ever played this game before in my life, so
Oh, yeah.
we're doing trivia now.
Yay!
This is pretty much trivia, so Avira can prove that that I am severely ADHD and I don't pay attention, but I'm here to prove that I do pay attention. That I just don't care.
That's why I put a whole bunch of questions in here.
Like 30 questions.
Yeah, basically. So question number 2. Why was Lauren going to help Kate? And answer 1. Eat a chicken. Answer B. Moving out. Answer C. Talk shit about people in their childhood. what do you think is the correct answer?
Oh, that's just so hard. I'm gonna have to go with, you know, my heart is telling me one answer, but my gut is telling me a different answer.
What answer do you think is correct?
Moving out, you dumbass.
Yeah, correct. Okay. Question number 3. Where does the game take place? Answer A. Oakside. Answer B. You didn't let me go over my answers. Answer B.
Fine, go over it. You prick. Go.
Answer A. Oakside. Answer B. Rosswood. Answer C. In the ocean. Answer D. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, I wonder what it is. Oakside, you dumbass nigga. Shut the fuck up. Oakside, oh my god.
Okay. Anywho, so we'll get into the plot of the game, which it's kind of skimmed through, but also kind of not. So if there's, I'll put up some pictures here and there to show what we are kind of looking at right now. So the plot during the game, Lauren, because as we know from the beginning, Lauren was going to help her Kate move out of her childhood home. And so, as the way there, Lauren gets stuck behind a fallen tree, needing to walk the rest of the way to Kate's house. On the way there, Lauren finds a car that we all don't know who owns the car, but we don't put much thought into the car. As we get to Kate's house,
There's a
we can
car.
a spooky, scary. we can see a for rent sign and a missing kid poster, which the missing kid poster's name happens to be um Charlie Matheson Jr. I'm very sorry if I butcher that name. I suck at names generally. But after looking at the two things we first see, we walk up to Kate's house, seeing that the door was slightly opened. Walking inside, we see a letter that's close to a staircase on a shelf, and then next to the shelf there's a doorway. And next to the doorway there's a huge mural on the wall with a picture that seemed to be painted by Kate from what we are guessing. And it's a tall stick figure and a bunch of trees on a side of it. But we pick up the letter first to see up the letter that's close to the picture on the wall that says, let me get to it real quick. Hey Kate, it's been a while since we last spoke, hasn't it? Hope you haven't forgotten about me. I know writing a letter is a little old-fashioned, but sometimes I like to just sit down and write something out, you know? So I can't remember what I was doing at the time, but all of the stuff we used to do when we were kids just came rushing back to me after all of a sudden. The other day, remember when I'd sneak over at night so we can both go out on our adventures? Ghost hunting, we called it. We'd shine the flashlights through the trees and jump at every little insignificant noise. Our imaginations were always working in overdrive. I wish I could rewind back to then. Seems like everything after that time just hasn't been good for both of us. And then there's a bit of scratched out ink that I won't go over currently right now, as I don't feel like leaning into my monitor to try and read it. But there'll be a image of what the letter looks like, so you guys can go ahead and try and figure it out what it says. Anywho, after that it says, sorry, ignore all of that. I started rambling too much. Anyways, please let me hear from you soon. I know things have been less than normal for you lately, so I wanted to check in. CR. After reading the letter, we start walking around the house trying to find Kate. And so as we walk around, we are able to find some other things, and a letter that Kate left that was probably most likely for Lauren, the character we play, that says, thank you. I can't thank you enough for coming out all this way to help me out. It's been a pretty rough road trying to sell this old place. I wish I had turned to you sooner. You have no idea how happy I will be once this is all behind me. Love you always, Kate. So we find that once we walk into the living room, which is beside where the letter would be, and the picture that's on the wall. And soon enough, coming across a flashlight and another thing that's basically on a whiteboard in the kitchen that says flashlight, batteries, extra tapes, lighter, keyros, and I probably mispronounced that. I'm sorry. Lock the house. That is one thing we find. And then we find in the same kitchen on the dining table, we find a little funeral pamphlet that might be Kate's mother. But as we wander more around the house, we find another letter that says, "Thanks for calling last night. It probably sounds dumb, but it was good to hear your voice again. Good to hear that Lauren's been doing really well too. But yeah, about what all we said, I'm not sure what to think of it yet. What are the odds of two people having the exact same hallucinations? Could it really just be coincidence? I have to go to my doctor today for some routine stuff. So I'm going to try and casually bring this up and see what he says about it. I'll let you know how it goes." Anywho, trivia question time.
Oh boy.
Who was the letter who has who was the letters written by? Answer A, KFC. Answer B, Otis. Answer C, CR. Answer D, Jeff the Killer.
ER.
Yeah, correct. All right. So back to the plot of the story that's unfolding right now. As we try to find Kate, we have to as we try and find Kate, we also have to find a key for her room. As we check her room, the door's locked. So we wander around the upstairs a bit until we find the key, unlocking her door. Once we find the key and unlock her door, inside we see a bunch of pages covering her room. Walls, floors, everywhere. Even the bed. That have the same figure that was on the picture that was downstairs, with different trees, words. And soon enough, we hear a scream that we think is Kate. So we quickly run downstairs and start running towards where we think the scream came from. As we run outside, we find another letter that's next to a playground near Kate's house. It says, "Hey Kate, both my computer and phone have been acting weird lately, so I figured I'd do the old-fashioned way again. Glad we could meet up to talk things through. I agree with what the doctor said too. There's an explanation for this stuff. The shared traumatic events sound the most logical to me. That right out there in the woods is probably what caused it. I had almost completely blocked that out, but now it's kind of coming back to me. But like I said before, it's still really foggy. I think the best course of action right now is just to ignore it. Whatever you think, you might be seeing things again. I'll try to do the same. That'll probably do the trick, CR. P.S. You should call Lauren sometimes. I bet some company would help out." After we read that letter and we move out of Kate's backyard, we go deeper into where Kate lives in Oakside. Still trying to find Kate. We end up following a path to find a few generators along the way, and we have to turn on the generators for a few lights to come on, finding a little news article, which I currently could not find. So if I can find an image, I'll put it up on the screen right now, so you guys can go ahead and pause it and read it. So once we turned on the generators, we noticed a burned farmhouse that was on the path. Once close enough, we could hear a crying noise, and as we check it out, we find a kid. And the kid that was in there, what ended up being Charlie Matheson it's either Mason or Matheson, I don't know, Jr. A boy who disappeared years ago and is now deformed. I'll I'll make sure we put up a picture of that. As we walk closer to Charlie, before being as we walk closer to Charlie, we end up being thrown back, and then he disappears. We end up getting outside the house as we walk deeper, ending up in a more foresty patch of the area, which reaching that we end up getting to the 8 pages part. As in short, we have to find 8 pages while being chased by the Slender Man, as we also try and find information about Kate. And Gio, I really hope you're still there because we got some questions for ya.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so question. So, question whatever number we're on. How many pages do you need to find? Answer A, 16. Answer B, 8. Answer C, 200. Answer D, 1.
8. 8 pages.
Correct. Good job. After finding 8 pages, after the 8 pages part, well, finding them, you will end up getting put behind a fence. There you'll find another letter. And the letter says, it hasn't been working out for me either. It's one thing to ignore something you know is just a hallucination. It's something else entirely to ignore all of the noises I hear outside my window at night now, because I can see whatever it is that's making them. Anything that happening around there with you, it sometimes sounds like whispers, your friend CR. I struggled with that one because they really did not put English on that correctly. And then we soon enough come across an abandoned coal mine, which on the outside there's 2 letters. 2 letters on the outside. I mentioned it to my doctor again when I saw him today. He really wants you to come in sometime just to talk with him. I think it's a good idea. He also said that confronting this traumatic event in some way could be beneficial too. Don't worry, I didn't tell him any specifics about what happened. I don't think we should go back out to that park behind your mom's house sometime soon. I think being out there and seeing nothing will help get rid of these stupid problems we've both been having. CR. And then next, close to that one, we find another letter that says, I tried to find my way back to you when I tripped and fell down that slope, but my flashlight hit one of the rocks down and broke. It was pitch black. I heard sounds all around me, screaming. It sounded like you. I tried to follow it, but I was lost. I fell. Everything collapsed down around me. I could feel it crushing me. Everything was moving so fast. I was drowning in water. I couldn't see. Every fear I ever had came back to me at once. Monsters surrounded me, my stomach inverted, my eyes shriveled out of existence, my heart caved in. I don't know what happened after that. I woke up in the same tall grass today. I found my way back to the house. I looked through the window and I saw you sitting on the couch, staring at your TV. I couldn't get your attention, so I left. I can't write anymore. I can't think straight. I need to. As that letter trails off. And so once we finish reading those letters, we go ahead and enter the mine, the coal mine, which the coal mine's name is where was it? The Killman mine. And then on one of In one of the rooms before one of the chases begins, we have another letter. It says, "I am okay, Kate. The woods are beautiful. Please come see. I am going to find you so you can see. It's so beautiful, Kate." And so as we go through that, we end up having to find 6 generators while also being chased by the Chaser and also Slender Man. So after turning on the 6 generators and getting out of the chase, and finally leaving the Chaser and Slender Man, um, we go on a lift that was powered by the generators. As once we get up, we um we get back to the surface and quickly follow another path that leads us to a little construction a little construction building in a way, because there's a lot of different building materials, but it might just be for the coal mine to make sure that it doesn't end up breaking in a way. So there are two tapes that we end up watching. One is one that takes place in a farmhouse that was made by CR, and then another one that basically shows what happens before Kate went missing. And so mainly during the farm one, we first see a flashback before we full on get to where we currently are right now, which is the tapes we're watching. But so it starts off. So once we get on the lift, we get a flashback to a little boy named Charlie, the one that went missing a while ago, from what we're guessing. He needs to he got distracted, and as his parents kept calling out for him, he went deeper into the woods, finding different little toys and trinkets to to play with that kept distracting him, as the Slender Man started to get to him. Anywho, Geo Trivivy Trophy. Yeah.
Oh yes, I did the trivia.
I've been talking so much I can't speak. Anywho, so what was Charlie trying to collect, ignoring his parents?
Toys.
Yeah, I know it's toys, but what type of toys? Was it A, cars, B, trains, D, C, teddy bears, D, chicken pot pie?
You did not say that.
Oh, I did it. Whoopsies. I thought I did. Do you just want to guess either way?
Okay, we're gonna go off of a process of elimination.
Yeah.
So, your answers of what you said was what was it? Cars,
Uh-huh.
trains, teddy bears, and chicken pot pies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna assume it's not chicken pot pies.
Uh-huh.
Just gonna, throw a guess out there. I'm gonna assume it's not. Okay, so that takes out D. So now we got cars, trains, and teddy bears.
Uh-huh.
Um, since assuming was it this like in the woods or
Yeah.
like on a
we're
beach
we're
somewhere?
we're in yeah. It leads to the beach, and then the kid slowly starts going into the woods.
Okay.
While picking up his little trinkets.
Yeah, that's what you call them. You call them trinkets.
Oh
So
yeah.
you didn't say what they were. Okay. Anyways,
Whoopsies.
so assuming that this was on a beach,
Uh-huh.
I don't think you'd have teddy bears on a beach. So we're gonna
Uh-huh.
cross teddy bears out of there. Is that's gonna be some crunchy teddy bears, and I don't think anyone wants sandy teddy bears. It makes me cringe just thinking about it. Ew. Okay, so that takes out two of them.
Mhm.
So now we have cars and trains.
Mhm.
This is hard because those are pretty much the same damn thing.
And one you drive on the road, the other one people drive on tracks.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know.
Just guess which one do you think is right?
I say we're gonna go with cars.
Oh, it was trains.
And
Though that was kind of on my fault. I forgot to mention what it was. I said trinkets instead of toy trains or trains. My brain totally skipped that, which is my fault. I'm sorry. But yeah, it was toy trains.
damn you. It's rigged.
All right, so who
Run while
was?
you still can. It's rigged. Run.
Anywho, so the other question: who was the kid being chased by? Answer A: his parents. Answer B: Michael Jackson. Answer C: Slenderman. Answer D: a kidnapper.
Okay, but the thing is, really, to be completely honest, only one of those is not it. Because like the other three, they're technically not wrong. His
Yeah.
parents, they weren't really chasing him, but they were trying to find him. So technically, if you do count that, that would be them chasing him. Technically, so that's like theoretically that's not wrong.
Uh-huh.
Slenderman is the actual answer because I remember that.
Yeah.
And a kidnapper, technically, Slenderman was the kidnapper.
Yeah.
Like just technically, because he didn't get to see his parents ever again. He kind of died.
Yeah.
So like. Technically, they're not wrong, but Slenderman's the right answer.
Yeah. So after the flashback, we cut back to where we play as Lauren again, and so we find the building where two tapes are, and there's a TV with a VHS player, because those were the things that they were recorded on a VHS. Whoa.
Oh my god, so old school.
Yeah, it was. The game was
So
made in like
preppy.
the game was made in like 2013.
So preppy, oh my god.
Oh my god. Anywho, so we move to the first tape. That is the farmstead one, but there's two different tapes, so you can really play either one. And the first one's is with Kate, that shows what what happened before she went missing. And then there's the second one that's the farm that shows a farmstead, and basically goes into the depth as we get more lore of why the Slenderman's what caused the Slenderman to be here, and what happened to a missing family that some other people that Sierra was trying to find out. So it's kind of long, not long, but we end up seeing Charlie again, the boy that is deformed, and we first see in
Oh my god, why won't this kid just die already?
that we first see in the burned farmhouse.
Jesus.
Gio, I know you have a thing against kids, but you gotta remember the kid. Oh, the kid's been through some trauma. Uh.
Ugh. Look, kid, I know you've been through hell and back, but look, just get over it. Die already. God.
Oh God. Anywho, so as we move on to the Kate one, to explain more of what the Kate one shows, it's basically Kate first laying on her bed with a video camera on. And so as we then play as Kate, as we have to then close the windows, and then as Kate ends up closing the windows, she quickly runs back to her room and then closing the door. But as she did that, she ended up backing up towards her window, and the Slender Man appeared behind her. So she quickly jumped out the window and ran into the
What
woods.
the fuck?
Yeah, don't you remember that?
The worst thing to do. What the?
What? I mean, yeah, she does sleep on the second story, by the way.
I must have passed out during this part of your stream, bro. I must have passed out or something.
Don't worry, I'm gonna.
I remember the closing of the windows, but I don't remember the part where. Kind of stupid though. Like she backed up towards the window, and the Slenderman was right there, and like she must have also body slammed him, bro.
Don't worry, I'll be.
She must have pulled a you, bro. She full on body slammed Slenderman, and then jumped out the window where he came.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, Avira, she took after you. Either she took after you, or you took after her.
We took out each other. We took after each other.
Yeah, I know. I watched.
Yeah, that was a stream. Don't worry, I'll be restreaming it in like October.
Yay!
Yay! I get to torture myself then. Anywho, so also
Avira's Twitch at twitch.tv/Avira Windsor.
Yay! Just throw my Twitch out there.
Yippee!
Yay! Promotion! And so back to the farmstead tape, we also get to find out what CR's real name is, and that is Carl Ross. That is CR's real name, but it's CR for short. So he's helping his friend Kate, of course, investigate more into the disappearance of a family. Which I also feel like I skipped some. Oh yeah, I skipped some letters. Whoopsies. I knew I did. Okay, so we'll quickly read the letters to catch up a bit, because normally do those, but I forgot to. So anywho, so letter 8. I've tried to call you dozens of times. Where are you? Please call me back and let me know if you're okay. If I don't hear back in an hour, I'm coming over there. And then another letter, letter 9, North Cross Hospital. Kate, leaving this note in case you wake up tonight. I'm going to assume you don't remember what happened. I came over to check on you and found you out in that park behind the house. You have a broken video camera with you and a bag full of weird drawings. I don't know what happened out there, but you're safe now. The doctors here will help you, CR. Okay, and then on to where we currently are right now in the building. Here's another letter that says, "Glad you're feeling better, but that house is too close to the woods. It's too isolating. You need to go somewhere else. I know a place that I think will be safer for you to stay. I'm going to go with you because my house doesn't feel safe anymore. I nailed all the windows shut, but I still feel too open. I haven't slept in a few weeks either. I'm so tired. Let's get out of here, Kate. I promise I'll keep you safe, CR." And then we get to the building that we're fully in, with the Kate flashbacks. and says, "Outside. I need to die before it catches me. I'm sorry for any part of this is my fault. Everything is leaking out the back of my head. Hands have teeth. Please tell no one I love them. It's back now. Hide." And then, so those are the current letters we have now. From leaving the mine to here. Sorry, I didn't read those letters before. I honestly forgot and where they were going to be at. So anywho, back to the farmstead. We know that CR's full name is, and he's helping Kate investigate some missing people that were at the farmstead. That, from what I'm guessing, burned down. Let's see. There's also some other letters, but I won't fully read them because they're just some I thought there was extra things. They're just collectibles, but the letters show more things. Okay. So, after kind of figuring out what happened at the farmstead, Sierra ends up being chased out by, you wouldn't guess it, Charlie. Charlie decides to pop in again and say, "Hi!" and tries to kill us with Gary watching. It was quite something.
Jordan.
Yeah.
I just giggled to myself. I threw up meal just off my arm while listening.
Yeah.
I just giggled to myself. He said Gary.
Oh no.
Yeah.
My
Do you want to fill us in on who Gary is?
Okay, so for what you guys probably don't know, Gary. So from, I want to say, the first stream that I did while streaming Slender the Arrival, my chat decided to rename Slenderman because I asked them what they thought Slenderman's real name would be, and they came up with Gary. So, if I accidentally call Slenderman Gary, just know that Gary is Slenderman and Slenderman is Gary. It's like a confusing math equation, but just know that they're the exact same people. The person.
My God.
I
Gary X Michael Jackson.
Oh no. Oh, that's gonna be one traumatizing fan fiction that will ever be made. I need to make that on AO3 now.
Oh, please no.
It's the most powerful fan fiction ever. But yeah, anywho, so that's who Gary is. Gary is Slenderman.
Yep.
I didn't even realize I called it Slenderman Gary until you put it.
I've just been zoning out a little bit while listening. I just hear Gary. I'm like, oh shit. I just can't help but giggle a little bit.
Anywho, so, now is the perfect time to do a little trivia question. What is CR's real name? Christian Richard. Kansas City. Carl Ross. San Francisco.
Oh my God, San Francisco! No, it's Carl Ross.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have my questions written out in front of me anymore, so I have to come up with them on the spot. So, yeah.
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Oh, what's that? I want to say it's like that Disney movie where it's like San Francisco, do, or like something like that.
I don't know.
Oh, I can't remember it now.
I don't know what Disney movie you've been watching.
Oh. I want to say it's like Dory.
I
Or
for real thought you were about to say Dora.
yeah, it's from
Or like,
Dora.
bro, no,
Yes.
ain't no way.
Don't always have a Dory you've been watching.
I don't know. The remix.
The remix.
The better Dora.
The better Dora. Anywho, we should get back to the plot and what's happening. So after we watch the videotapes, we end up walking outside the. Well, before we full on walk outside the building we're in right now, we come across another letter that says, "The house had to go. It can't save me anymore." Yay! And then soon enough, we enter. That's not right. Maybe it is. Anywho, so we then soon enter a little cave. I think. Hold on, where am I? Oh no. Okay, all of these are out of place now. But we'll just read the last letter. It says, "Meet me by the street in an hour. I left a list of things to bring with you. Leave everything else behind. I'll explain everything as soon as I see you. I know how to fix all of this. Don't tell Lauren about me. CR." So, once we leave the building we are in currently, we are met with a forest fire from Slenderman. As we try and reach a radio tower that's close by. As we try and get to the radio tower, we are basically almost being consumed by flames and also Slenderman's tentacles. He's not very happy with us, apparently. But as we try and get past Slender Man, we can finally reach the radio tower. But as we get into the radio tower, the door closes behind us. So now we go to there's a door in the very back that we try and open, but it's locked. So there's two other rooms that we go into and try and find a key to open the door. And once we find the key, we're met with a hallway. And that's when our flashlight dies. Yay! In the dark. But luckily there's a few barrels that ended up being on fire. So with that, we have to stay close to the barrels that are on fire to keep us safe from a little entity that runs past every now and then. And so the fire keeps us more safe because it's light, and from what I'm guessing is that the entity that is trying to kill us in that part does not like the light. But once we make it to another room, we have to open a door, and once we open the door, we end up finding a burnt corpse that happens to be CR. And CR left a little message on a little camera, tape recorder, whatever you want to call it. But the recording is two people that are panicked, and they seem to be Kate and CR shortly after listening. And soon enough, everything goes dark as Charlie, the one that was, I'm pretty sure, chasing us in the building, in the part where we had to hide, basically be next to the fire barrels, ends up running towards us, and we end up blacking out. And soon enough, we wake up in a basement of the farmhouse from earlier, with Charlie blocking the way out. And we end up finding 2 more documents, which I'll see if I can probably find, because I still don't have them. I don't have them next to me, as we can tell. Maybe not. But it basically goes over, what kind of, what kind of, what kind of goes on and stuff. But anywho, yeah, I hope you're ready for some trivia. Trivia time. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Who was the burnt corpse? Kate, CR, Charlie, or Gary?
CR.
Yep. Who ends up running towards Lauren and making her black out?
Charlie.
Yep. And where do we wake up with at?
Wasn't it like basement of the farmhouse or something?
Yeah. I realized I didn't give you like different answers to go off of. But
That's okay.
It's okay. And who was blocking the way out? Was it A?
Charlie.
Oh yeah. There you go. Yay! I'm just gonna stop doing the question part with the different answers. Well, I'm not gonna stop with the questions. Just gonna stop with the answer part, because I'm like, I can't think of things straight off the top of my head after asking the question. I'll just see if you remember. Yeah. So after reading the 2 different pages and documents, Charlie ends up disappearing. As Lauren goes upstairs, she ends up hearing crying, and she soon investigates what on who is crying upstairs, and she finds out to be Kate. But instead of it being normal Kate, it ends up being the chaser that attacks her. And Lauren's camera soon falls, and then all we can see was Lauren's legs being, as Lauren was being dragged away by the chaser in an unknown location. Anywho, so another question. Who is the chaser?
Supposedly Kate.
Yeah, it was indeed Kate. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna go over the other part that's in what I'm going off of for now. I want to hear your theories on what happened after Kate ends up dragging Lauren away.
I can really only assume from the plot and like recent evidence of what happens to like especially CR in this total.
Mm-hmm.
Also Charlie. I can only assume that Lauren dies. She done deado. She
You,
did.
you don't think like
She got KO'd.
yeah, you think so?
Yeah, she kinda ran out of HP.
Wow, that's crazy. You don't think that the Slender Man ends up taking her, making her makes her go crazy in a way, to the point where she ends up basically turning into another crazy person like Kate or something?
I mean, like, Kate can make her go crazy too.
That is fair.
Yeah, we don't really need Gary around to make her too crazy. Whatever, with
Yeah.
Kate and like, bro, it already gets psycho.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. So you don't have any like crazy theories?
No, not really. No really crazy opinions either.
No.
I guess my one question though,
Mhm.
about it, it's like, what does Charlie have to do with the actual plot? Like, all we know is that Charlie is a random ass missing kid. Like, what sort of relationship does he have to Kate and CR and Lauren? Like,
um.
he is a random ass kid. Like, what is their relationship? Is like, is Charlie like their nephew or something? Like, is there any resemblance, or is he literally just like random kid that got taken by Slender Man?
From I can quickly read what his character thing is if you want me to. So you can.
Sure, yeah, go
All
for
right.
it.
So Charlie, I'm just say Mason because I, I, I can't pronounce his middle name.
Mackerson.
Yeah, Charlie
Yeah,
Mason
you want to
Jr.
spell it?
It's Matheson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, however you pronounce that, just yep.
yeah. Do Mason because it's easy. So Charlie Mason Jr. The missing child. Missing poster can be found right outside Kate's house on a tree and outside the entrance of the Kuhl Man mine. Version 1.5 of the game has Charlie appear in the prologue homestead, and oh, ugh, what the fuck? I can't read apparently. A plage, a word as a decaying zombie-like corpse that chases Lauren, and is implied that he was heavily affected by Slenderman's influence, but is now helping Lauren to investigate him. In Memories, it was shown how he was lured into the woods by Slenderman before being captured in Homestead. It's shown that the farm property Charlie and his family would often visit shows signs of the Slenderman haunting the Masons for generations. CR's theories that Charlie in ad and intentionally inattentionally stumbled upon evidence of this, which may have prompted the Slender Man to come after him in particular. So
Uh,
basically Charlie has no relationships with any of the characters, just he was part of the people that went missing at the homestead. And so Charlie, well, not Charlie, CR wanted to get more information on what happened with the family that ended up going missing a few years ago.
okay, but that leads into another question.
Uh huh.
Why does Slender Man go after Kate then?
Um.
Because now it makes sense that with like the Matheson family, or however you pronounce that
Yeah.
generational family name,
Yeah.
like, now that like you explain it, like apparently like let's just say Gary. Apparently Gary is like that relationship. Wow, that yeah, re- with like, the family where he's always hunt down their family for
Mhm.
generations. Like kind of, I don't know about torture. That's a good word, but like haunted in a way,
Yeah.
like watched over. It's like now that makes sense, but why does he go after Kate then? Why is Kate taken?
This is I'm gonna read the character thing again for Kate because it might give at least a little bit of information on why. So Kate the Chaser, a close friend of Lauren. She is also playable in Escape and Genesis. Her mother has recently died, and she has decided to sell the house, prompting Lauren's visit with the intentions to assist, but disappears. Prior to the to the events of the game, she had visions of the Slender Man, which she shared with her friend CR. The night before the events of the game, she was attacked in her home by managing to escape as revealed in Escape. CR arranges for himself and her to be burned to death in order to stop the curse of the Slender Man spreading. But Kate runs away and is implied to then be driven to the point of violent madness, later attacking Lauren in the mines and the Mason's house at the end. It's unknown where she got the hood and mask that she wore when she was turned into a proxy. So from what I'm guessing is that CR and Kate ended up went a little bit too deep, sticking their noses where they shouldn't have been, and
Oh,
finding
oh yeah,
out,
'cause
yeah,
yeah, because I'm sorry to cut you off.
no, you're good.
Because, but like, also, didn't they, like one of like the beginnings of CR's letters at the very beginning, wasn't that about like apparently a Kate and him going like ghost hunting or something?
Yeah, at the hold on, it was the first
The playground.
letter. Was it the playground? I wanted to say it was the first letter that said,
Oh, yeah, it could have been.
yeah, remember when I'd sneak over at night so we could both go out on our adventures? Ghost hunting, we called it. We'd shine the flashlight through the trees and jump at every little insignificant noise. Our imaginations were always working in overdrive. I wish I could rewind back to then. Seems like everything after that time just hasn't been as good for both of us.
Oh, that's spoiler, bro. That's spoilers right there.
Yeah. Car driving by. There's also some there's also some other letters that I didn't read, but they're also kind of not irrelevant, relevant to the plot. Um, but some of them are kind of hard for me to read, so I probably won't read them all. I'll put up pictures though of what they do look like. Because there's one letter that's either written by Kate or CR, and it says, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for everything. This isn't your fault. I did this. By the time you read this, it's already too late for you. Don't let him into any more lives. This was all my fault. This can end with you. I let him in. Why did I even let him in? I'm sorry for placing this burden on you. I wish it wasn't. It was all on me. This can't spread any further. Please, it all has to end with you. I wish there was some other way. It has to end. God forgive me. Which is,
That
yeah. Which also in part of the game too, it talks about, I want to say, Charlie's father and or someone in his family ends up summoning the Slender Man again by pure coincidence, even though they were never meant to summon him.
that dumbass.
Yeah, and so that probably moves on to why the Mason's family was being haunted by him, because they summoned him and then they never figured out how to let him out of their world. So
Why we don't temper with black magic unless we know the consequences.
yeah.
Consequence consequences. Jesus.
Yeah. So that's why CR's body was burnt, because really the only way to get rid of the Slender Man himself is to die, basically. And make sure no one else sees or sticks their noses where they shouldn't be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more questions, theories, concerns?
Not really. That's
Mm,
pretty much it.
okay.
That's all I got.
Yeah, nothing super crazy. Not like the the offender man theory.
We don't talk about that, okay?
We don't.
That is for side clips.
Yeah, it is. Oh,
That's for the bloopers, okay?
oh yeah.
That and the 6 different takes we did this episode.
Oh yeah. The
Those are all for the bloopers,
oh yeah, yeah it is.
okay? We never speak of those ever again. You got that?
Yeah, we sure don't. Those were some scary times. Those were.
Yeah. Or
Yeah. Um, let's see. Do I have any other notes that yeah, so we went over why CR and Kate kind of ended up the way they are now. Would,
yep.
would you like me to also read over Lauren's and Slenderman's characters too?
Yeah, go for it.
And also CR's because I don't think I went over him yet.
Yep, go for it.
Okay, so we'll start off with Lauren because she's at the top. The game's protagonist and playable character. She comes to her friend Kate's house to help her sell it, only to find her missing. Against all odds, she proceeds to relentlessly search for Kate and any clues that might explain how she went missing. So then we get to CR, a friend of Kate, with whom he shared her vision of the Slender Man. He and Kate could play in the woods together as children, but when Kate's mom found out, he stopped visiting. Despite asking Kate to keep his existence a secret from Lauren, he advised Kate to call her when her mom died. He is playable in Homestead, in which he investigates a farmland property owned by the Masons and finds clues suggesting that Slenderman had stalked them for generations. CR is also found in the end of the game, his charred corpse next to a camcorder, a scrapbook item located next to Kate's waste bin implies that his real name is Carl Ross and that he may have uh, un he may have I'm gonna skip that word because it's too wordy for me. Romantic feelings for Kate.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anywho, Slenderman, the faceless main antagonist of the game, who can only be seen through video cameras. Facing him causes the camera to glitch and distort, intensifying as the player gets closer. Coming too close will result in the player's death in the game. It is also shown that his influence can eventually drive his victims so far into insanity that they become a monstrous, violent shadow of their former selves, called proxies, as with Kate and Charlie.
What's a proxy?
Yeah. How else do you think he's still alive?
I don't know.
Yeah, out of pure luck, out of pure spite.
I don't know, bro. It's a random ass kid.
Bro heard you talking shit about him, so he's like, you know what? Fuck them. I'm gonna stay alive just to annoy them.
No, right, bro. Fucker came out to spite me. Damn, little shit.
Even before you knew who he was like, you know what? I know this person's gonna hate me. Just gonna live out of pure spite now, just to piss
That
him off even
fucker.
more. Yeah. the
Little fucker.
yeah
Little damn shit.
yeah What I mostly really do kind of wish that they would do is make another part for Slender the Arrival to kind of show what happens to Lauren after Kate drags her off, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's one thing
But
I.
that also can lead
Mhm.
that also can lead to the theories though.
Yeah,
Like the theories and more of like mysterious backstory of the game though. Leaving that as a mystery so we don't know what happens to Lauren. We
I
don't know if she
know.
becomes a proxy, we don't know if she dies, we don't know if like
If she
Kate
managed.
fucking eats her or some shit. Like we don't know.
Yeah, I know. But it would be cool
So,
if they, like, could kind of show what would happen.
oh, that'd be freaky as fuck. Or like just randomly some random ass day in the middle of summer or like winter, like I don't know, some random ass day. Like the creators like Slender the Arrival, they come on social media. They just post like a couple like just one little post of like sentences saying like Lauren is still alive. And like no more context than that. Just or as some random ass day in the middle of the year. They just add that context. I think the whole fan would freak out.
I know. That would be
Like,
crazy.
yep.
That's how you know it's about to go down.
Yeah. Lauren is still alive.
Yeah. Because I was scrolling on Steam before I bought the game, and I found out that they're actually currently making Slender the Arrival, but for VR, so.
Ooh, that's cool. That'd be trippy.
Oh, yeah, it will
That'd be
be.
horrible. That would be
Oh.
hell. That'd be putting yourself through hell.
You remember
Oh
when
my God.
people were playing FNAF Help Wanted and it was
Oh
so
my God.
bad people started throwing their headset off?
That was also hell. I watched like five people do that. That was also hell.
I know it
That was
was.
funny for me though.
Yeah,
But I'm sure if, like, in the moment that was horrible.
I know. So that's why I'm gonna try and get it once it comes out because, dude, I need to play it. I'm gonna play it on stream first.
You're gonna torture yourself.
Oh yeah, Twitch chat's gonna end up killing me. Could be like Jesus.
Bro.
Dude, last time I played VR, I ended up punching my brother's desk. And I was like, ow, that kind of hurt. Cut my finger open on that desk too. Knocked over my drink.
Last time I played VR, I slapped my cousin.
Yeah.
I slapped him, and then I took the headset off, and I said I was done. I was playing Beat Saber too, of all games, because that's the only game I will actually play. I refuse to play any other games.
Really? That's
I'll be
crazy.
playing Beat Saber, and yeah, I hit my cousin, and then I started.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah,
But in all in all those, I guess we kind of we I guess we just kind of have to figure out what might happen from then on.
yeah,
Yeah, cuz actually before Slender the Arrival was being made, there was Slender the 8 Pages.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that I'm pretty that went on to be Slender the Arrival.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, just for clarification, we should have but probably should have said this at the beginning. The game we're going over, Son of the Arrival, we're talking about the remastered version,
Mhm. Yeah.
like not the original. I the original is different.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But yeah,
The
we were talking about remastered version after the
mhm.
game was remastered in 2023.
Yeah. And so then it has like so now it has better graphics and whatnot. On the thing I'm using right now, it says remastered PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X/S. I'm like, it's okay. My computer's special.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. Though, overall, in my opinion, I think the game's still as good as ever and just as scary as ever. I think it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's still a really good game in my eyes.
Well, since you're the one that's played it as the two of us, do you want to give the viewers a rating
Oh yeah.
out of 10?
My rating might be a bit biased, but it's okay. I honestly have to say, first playing it and horror wise, I would say it's like a 10 out of 10. Um, and it ending up body slamming Slender Man. It was also a 10 out of 10. Could not stop doing that.
Oh yeah, that 8 pages for on stream. My God, I think if I remember it, the death count, I think you body slammed him a good 12 times.
Yeah, probably over
If I'm
that.
remembering that correctly. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That was funny though. You done body slammed him like a tree. You kept hitting trees too. You kept running into trees like you're drunk, and then you just body slammed him randomly.
Yeah, I'd run into a tree. Next thing I know, I'm dead. Those trees
Yep,
are
because you
feisty.
yeah, bro. I think those trees bit you in like your past life or something.
Apparently. Yeah, I also have some really funny images too. I'll also put up from when I was playing the another part of the game after I finished it, and I played the part on stream. And Slenderman decided to become one with the trees and also one with the walls too.
Yeah,
He does that, chat. Chat. Whoa, I've been streaming too much. He does that, guys. He really does.
yeah. Streaming also does that to you. You become chat.
Yeah. So if I accidentally call you guys chat, I apologize. I've been streaming way too long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you're gonna have some clips to post on TikTok. Also, big announcement too, by the way, guys. We have a clips channel on TikTok now. So if you guys want to see some funny clips, then make sure you go check us out at TikTok. On TikTok. Whoa. Would you like to share the TikTok, Gio? Cause you're in charge of
Yeah.
that.
If I do remember that, I did put the TikTok link or like just user in the description of our channel on YouTube. So it should be in the description, but also looking up the user for the TikTok clips channel. The current user of it, I do plan to change the at least the username or the display name of it. But the current at user for it is at whispering.woods. Whispering,
Yeah.
both the eyes are ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a bit challenging.
yeah. Make sure you spell it right though. Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be in the description of the YouTube channel. I
Yep.
actually, right after we finish the recording, I will check that out right now. Make sure it's still there.
Yeah, it should be. I just checked for the socials.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
TikTok is there in the about us part.
All right. Sweet.
Yep. Anywho,
So yeah.
yeah. Got anything else to add
All
to
right.
it?
Not really. Do you want to cut it off?
Yeah, I
Say our,
guess.
say our farewells.
Yeah, I guess so. Got some editing to do with some bloopers.
Yep.
Yeah, I do.
Three different cuts.
Yeah.
Was a rough beginning, bro.
Yeah, it was. Uh.
That was a hell of a start.
Oh yeah. You forgetting what to say. I become possessed. The per usual.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
hmm
But anywho, as all must good things come to an end, I'm pretty sure we should end this podcast episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been going long.
Yeah, and hopefully by maybe next podcast episode we might have a special guest.
Oh,
Up to
we might.
Maybe. I know some people were talking to me about it today, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you do a podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Oh my god, can I be in the podcast?" I'm like, "I don't know." Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe you'll have to wait till you get that message being like, "Hey yo, I invite you, yes you, to a podcast episode." Yeah. Anywho, like I said though, all great things must come to an end, and I'm pretty sure this episode has been quite a long one, so I feel like it's a good time to end it off here. What do you think, Gio?
Yes, it is a very good point. A very good time to end it.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah.
tired. A
Yeah.
long day.
Yeah. I was doing most of the talking.
Yep.
Yeah. So this
All right,
is
viewers.
yeah.
So that will be the end of this. This is Geo Asher signing out. Your turn.
Oh wow, you came first this time. Anywho. Anywho, so this is Avir Windsor signing off for this episode. We'll see you guys all in the next episode, right?
See you, chat.
Yep. Bye.